What is going on? You are listening to episode 271 of the Nintendo Powercast. I'm your host, N64 Josh, player 2, Nightcrawler. What's up, dude?
Hey, how's it going? And it's Crawler coming at you.
That's right. Unfortunately, Eric got called into work last minute, so it's just the two of us. But we're gonna have a good time. That music you just heard is from On Being Human. You can check them out on Spotify and YouTube. Remember, this is an unofficial Nintendo podcast, and if you'd like to get yourself a free book from Audible, head on over to audibletrial.com/NPC. Get your free book there. If you want to check out my book, Another Castle, on Amazon, n64josh.com/Another Castle. It's available on Kindle, Audible, and as a physical book. It was free last week on Kindle. I'm going to be doing that again very soon. I think Kindle gives me the opportunity to do it a couple times, so I'm gonna make it free again here in the very near future on Kindle if you missed that opportunity. But it will be coming soon. With that, lastly, the chair, OPC, they're all sold out. It seems like they're all sold out,
like everything else with Nintendo.
I guess. So, but yeah, the last I checked, they had like white, blue, and maybe. I don't even know.
White, I think you said last week. I don't know.
Yeah, there's not many options right now for OPC. But n64josh.com/OPC does save you $10 at checkout if you want to pick up one of the colors they do have available. They're good chairs. I see why they're sold out. So with that, let's jump on over to the announcements.
Hey, listen!
All right, the next episode of the Animal Crossing podcast is getting recorded tomorrow and will be out tomorrow. So you can go check that out if you're interested. We are doing Mario Karts on Mondays and Fridays, and I'm even kind of just gonna drop it into my streams randomly during the day because there's some people that can't make those evening streams to race with us. So we've been having a lot of fun. We've had really good turnouts. We're gonna have to start opening 2 rooms. I think it's what's gonna happen here very soon. But
yeah, sometimes it's hard to get in. It's so busy. Exactly.
So. Come check out Mario Kart nights. Monday is at 7 and Fridays at 7. We got Splatoon. Saturday morning Splatoons is happening Saturdays. So I try to make those as often as I can, but again, if we can get the community going, if people want to be playing that game together, like we've got the people for it. So, and the game club is going on. I believe they're voting on a game this week. I think I haven't heard either way. There might be somebody in chat that can talk about it.
I'm gonna go check real quick.
Chat is saying bring back the Mario Kart tournaments, so I might do that too. Since we seem to have quite a few people that are back on the Mario Kart grind, so that may happen in the very near future. I also want to get some Smash Bros in the mix very soon because. Every time I play that game, I have a great time. So, and I can tell you this: I don't have the details yet, but we are going to be doing some Clubhouse games tournaments of some kind. At least getting together and playing as a community. And one of the things we did do this last week, we got together twice and did video calls in Discord where everybody got they got a drink and we just talked. And it was great. It was a great time of just connecting with people and kind of just getting to know the community better, which was really the goal of it. So, and on the topic of community, like we don't really ever talk about anything but video games on this show, but I just want to make it very clear that we are 100% behind Black Lives Matter. Like that is important to us. We are behind it. We support it, and being so community focused, like we want everybody to feel welcomed, loved, and a part of the NPC fam. So that's where we're at with that. I think we could jump into what we've been playing, huh?
Yep.
Here we go. All right. So, Mr. Nightcrawler, what have you been playing this last week?
I'm trying to think back. Did you and I played right after the show last week, right? We jumped into did we do some more Minecraft dungeons, and then we did some Super NES games?
Yes, we did. Tennis.
Yeah. We did some. What is that one called? I forget, because there's like
Smash Tennis.
Like Smash Tennis, and that was we didn't getting a hang of it until like the very end when we were trying to get out of the game, and we actually started like figuring out the AI a little bit. But those NES games are unforgiving.
Yeah.
And they're fun to learn, but it's definitely muscle memory kind of thing, and you gotta play around with how the AI behaves because they are limited to their 16 bits. But we played some classic Mario Kart as well. I'm repping the shirt.
There you go.
That was fun, and then we just kind of went through just a bunch of retro stuff, and that was fun to play.
Did you mention Panel de Pon? I was looking at chat.
Oh yeah. You
Tetris Attack.
You wiped the floor with me with Tetris Attack.
Well, that's not fair if you've never played that before, and I like grew up with it, So
yeah, you got to get used to the whole only side to side movements and not
right.
like Bejeweled style, because it's kind of like Bejeweled, but you don't have the option to move stuff side to side or diagonally or anything like that. It's just side, like you got to.
Everything's
a different way.
It's all horizontal.
It's a different way of thinking of it. Like puzzle games are great, and once your mind like cracks the code and you like see a game in a different way, and like I remember that with like Luminous. Once you understand Luminous and how that plays, just once your mind wraps around the ins and outs of how the game board is manipulated, then everything changes. And I think we've talked about that in the past as well. Like everyone plays Tetris differently. I feel like everyone understands Tetris for the most part, but like watching how somebody else builds their board when they're playing Tetris 99 or even just Tetris Classic or Puyo Puyo versus Puyo Puyo Tetris, like when you watch somebody else, what they save, how they build their well, where they put their well, how they use, because a lot of people will use like the Z blocks in different ways. But it's everyone kind of understands it differently, and it's always entertaining to watch. So it's getting your head around those puzzle games, which is really cool.
Well, and I've been playing.
I haven't quite gotten there yet.
I played it on Super Nintendo. I played it on 64. It was called Pokemon Puzzle League. I played it on DS. It was called Puzzle League. I played it on Animal Crossing New Leaf. It was the DS game. If you found the DS in game, that was the game you could play. So I mean, it's a game I'm so familiar with. I mean, it was played so often. My little brother would break out in hives. He would get so into that. But watching him play it, he got so good. It was crazy. But so, yeah, it's one of those games. Like, it's, like if you handed me Bejeweled or one of those, I'd be like, what?
Yeah, I'd probably beat you in Luminous. I don't even know if Luminous has head-to-head. But
I've never even played it. So
and I've been bothering you to download it. It was
I know,
when it came out on Switch. But
I'm a bad person.
Yeah.
What do you want me to say?
You can. I'm got it right behind me here. But my copy of Xenoblade, I did hold out, and I canceled my Best Buy pre-order of Xenoblade because they didn't have the special edition when I was trying to order it on Best Buy. But Amazon got one that popped up, I think, like the day or two before, and so I got mine Monday, I think. Monday when I got home from work, I got it. So I played a little bit. I haven't played a lot, so I can't talk too much on it. But I'm excited that I have the special edition. I love the artwork, and I have the special edition for 2. So I have kind of got the set now. So I'm definitely looking forward to putting some more time into that.
Yeah. I happened to find a special edition, I think, at Walmart on Friday morning, and so I ordered that real quick just because I have the other special edition. I really wanted the steelbook with this one. It's really frustrating that we like or the vinyl that came with the European edition. I mean, that's like I'm here or there on that. It doesn't really, but the steelbook is what I collect, and so it was just like, man, why? Like, I don't really understand. Why are we getting these different special editions? Same was with Link's Awakening. Like, why aren't they all the same? Why aren't they all the same?
Daemon X Machina, like I feel like they would have sold maybe even more of that if they had gotten the European special edition.
It could be a Bayonetta was another one, and so and that one had 3 different versions because in Japan you got the physical of both games 1 and 2 and a steelbook that held both games.
Yeah, in a special like fancy box too.
Right. So, it's. And chat saying like we always get the worst. I mean, sometimes we get the better one, right? Or what seems like it happens more often than not is that we all get the same one at that point. We don't necessarily get a better one. You know what I mean?
But the problem is, it's all Amazon doesn't do video games internationally, which sucks. So you have to try to find a third-party seller that will do international shipping, which is sometimes hard, and your credit card company might cancel your card when you make a purchase like that, and all sorts of stuff. But yeah,
Breath of the Wild's, the special edition, I don't know if it was the same everywhere, but that big Master Sword, I mean, it was pretty cool. Pretty cool. So but yeah, so Xenoblade, I did jump in, got to play. I'm probably, I don't know, I've probably put 8 hours into it. I put a good 2 hours into it yesterday morning after the Pokemon news dropped, and did some upgrading, and I'm getting a little just getting into it a little bit more, understanding the game a little bit better, because there's always a learning curve for me with those games not being real. I just don't do a lot of JRPGs, so like when it comes to skill trees, I often look for the auto button, where I'm just like, can this just autofill? Like just let it all trickle in. I don't really know, or trickle in. I don't really know what does what, or I'm not going to pay attention, So Rad Panda in chat says he's 42 hours in, so putting some time in for sure. But so yeah, I'm and I'm also stubborn, and I refuse to, like, it's like, hey, you could play like casual. I'm like, nope, I'm going to leave it at the difficulty it's at, because I don't want to just, I want to work. I want the satisfaction of working up to some things, right? Like I hit a point where I was like, oh, I needed to level up. So I went and did all my side quests that I had at that moment, finished them all up. I still wasn't high enough level, and then realized, like, oh, I need to jump into my skill tree and upgrade some of that. And then once that took place, I was able to defeat the two enemies I was trying to get and move the story along. So
yeah, I think you did that. I turned on your stream. You had an early morning one. I think I was getting ready for work, and I heard you talking about dying and not wanting to do casual mode and all that kind of stuff. Was that what that stream was?
Yep, it was at that point, because I was like, come on, so gotta keep just pressing on. So but yeah, it's one of those games too that's like, I can lose myself in it. So I'm trying to stream, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I've got to talk to chat. You know what I mean? Because I'm losing myself in it, which is cool. I love those kind of games. So who knows? Maybe we'll get a little further into this weekend. I didn't, real quick though, I do have to mention this. I didn't mention it in the announcements, but if you guys look on Spotify for N64 Josh Stream Vibes, I have an album that came out today. It's everywhere. It's on iTunes. It's on Apple Music. It's on Google Play. It's everywhere. But it's for you guys, if that stream or make content or whatever, you need background music, use it. As of right now anyway, and I gotta keep up on it to make sure it stays this way. You don't get any kind of copyright strike for having it on in the background. And so my goal is to put out 24 hours of music. That's what I'm going to get this up to. Right now it's just the 8 songs, but I'm just gonna keep cranking it out. So if you're looking for some new music that is, you don't have to worry about getting, because scary stuff can happen with music. You can get yourself into some scary places by playing music that you don't have the rights to be playing. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, back to what I've been playing though. We did a ton of Mario Kart. Let's talk about Mario Kart real quick. Crawler, shall we talk about Mario?
It's still fresh in my mouth. I haven't had dinner. I didn't eat dinner after all that, and so yeah, it's still right there.
Are we talking about Friday or earlier today?
Well, earlier today, but now that you remind me, now I'm having some flashbacks. I had to deafen myself.
Yeah, not only did he mute his mic, he muted all of us. Like, I do need to ask. I thought I was being relatively nice. I don't think I didn't pour any salt in the wound.
No, you didn't. It's the nature of the game. It was when I did deafen, I felt like I did come back, and I had like a couple back-to-back wins.
Yep.
On that, if you haven't played Mario Kart with me, or you haven't been around me on many other games, I tend to be competitive about it. So I had to kind of pull away and go into a little hole. And if I stream Mario Kart, I tend just to let stuff roll off my back a little bit more. But when I'm that presence in just the voice channel, then I can be a little feisty, I guess. I'm more about it.
We've played almost 2,000 races together. And
we're pretty much dead even.
So much, in fact, that today I could time the exact moment that he would drop a banana before a double item and time my red shell right in between the time.
I did it back to you today,
You did it back to me too. I was like, oh, dang it, I shouldn't have dropped it. Like, it literally it was almost like, I don't know if it was the same race but yeah, like, it's that point that I'm like, oh, he's going to drop us a banana right here. Okay, now I'll toss the red shell. And it was just perfect timing. So, I mean, tell him about the last race today.
So we were on Thwomp Ruins.
Yep.
And Josh and I both came into the last special, or the item block junction. Pretty much, I was right on his tail. I was slipstreaming him, and I took a more aggressive line because he was taking the double box.
Yep.
So I popped out of that turn into the S curve onto the shortcut, taking first place. So RNG / Mario Kart item calculator chose to give me single coins, because I only got a single box, and Josh got double mushrooms. And we continued to be like right on each other into the shortcut, and I'm starting to get the speed boost around him as we go over the jump, and I hear him hit the mushroom. I'm not looking at stream because I'm focusing on what I'm doing, and I just hear the audio cue of Mario eating the mushrooms, and he just zooms off, and I'm like, ugh. It was we were right on each other. And then on Yoshi too, I tried to catch you. I had a mushroom to take the shortcut, but you were just that far ahead that I couldn't catch you on that one. But yeah, that was how Josh ended. He walked away. He had dinner, and he walked away the champion there on that one.
Dude, I could not believe it. I was like, oh my gosh, he would have been screaming. He would have been screaming into the mic if you'd been in voice chat with me. So real quick, I want to say what's up to Morik. Thank you for the raid. Welcome on in, everybody. We are recording our Nintendo Powercast episode 271 right now. So Mario Kart was great though. It was, like I said, Monday night when we didn't see you, we were all like, "Where's Crawler? What happened? He's still recovering, I guess." And all the tracks were your tracks, man. Every track was like Wario Stadium, Wario Stadium, Gold Mine. You know, it was your track all the time. So, but we had a lot of fun. I mean, here's the thing, Monday was a little different. Like Monday, you know, only a couple people jumped in voice, and then after that, like, people didn't stick around all that long. And I had like Jen was downstairs. She's like, I gotta go. Like, that's all she typed in chat. She's like, I gotta go. Like, I think there were a few people just having just getting Mario Karted that night. So
yep.
You know, it's just the nature of the beast. But again, we really want to encourage people to come out and play. If you like, we hear time and time again, I cannot stress this enough, but I mean, I'm looking at names in chat right now of people that are like, I gave up on gaming communities, and now they're even jumping into voice chat and cracking jokes and just becoming a bigger part of the community. And so if you're on the fence, if you're one of those people, Dax right now is like, yeah, that night was brutal. See, so but if you're on the fence, like, should I don't know about getting into these gaming communities, like, come hang out with us. We really want to get to know you, and you have a place. So come race with us. It's a good time. I mean, it is frustrating. It's Mario Kart, you know, but yeah, you're guaranteed. I always do family friendly streams, but I have people in voice chat on the Mario Kart streams, and you're almost guaranteed to hear a swear, like almost guaranteed. So if you wanna get, and we always laugh and tell them to put it in the swear jar, you know. So But none has been as good as Pudding. Pudding was the best. I'm calling you out, Pudding. He was like dropped the F-bomb and then dropped other words after it because he realized he dropped the F-bomb. It was the best. We were laughing for quite a while. So
and Pit will slip up and then go through bits in the jar.
Right. But it's all just in good fun. We have a great time, a great group of people. So we'd love to we just want to extend that invite to basically the Discord and the Twitch streams. Come hang out. We'd love to get to know you and have you be a part of the crew. So as far as other games that we played, Minecraft Dungeons, right?
We need to maybe set a night for that and just get some more people in the we can play up to 4 players. We could have multiple rooms going, and
yeah,
I do kind of want to just grind through. It's a game that you got to play multiple times through to grind out the best gear and get those higher levels, but I haven't gone back to it much, but I definitely want to, so we should maybe do that.
Maybe tomorrow night.
Have you played more?
Let's do it tomorrow night. Not much. Just I think I did a first look and then I went back and played it again. So it's at that point Josh likes the game, right? If he plays it more than once. So, but maybe tomorrow night I'll plan on doing some Minecraft Dungeons. So
speaking of games we played this week, we were, what was it, the second night of chat or whatever, when we were just doing the video chats.
Yeah.
I was scrolling through the eShop. There was a game called Ski Sniper. I think it's on sale from $5 down to 50 cents. So I pulled the trigger with my coins and
literally
literally, and I can see why it's on sale for 50 cents, but I haven't hit a skier yet. But the premise of the game is, I don't know what the premise of the game is, but you're a guy with a sniper rifle and you can have crossbows, I guess, later on in the game. But there's skiers going off an Olympic ski jump and you're trying to snipe them.
Right. And it has
the whole Sniper Elite kind of internal system. It's not as detailed as Sniper Elite, but
right.
That's what they're going for. And I forget who it was that bought it, but I think they got one hit on somebody. But yeah,
so they're currently winning right now. We have an ongoing tournament in Discord.
Good luck. I couldn't figure out if it was hit scan or if you got to plan on bullet travel time or anything like that. But yeah, it was interesting.
Yeah, so 50 cents. Please tag us, like if you screen like save the video if you hit a skier and tag us in your tweets, because we want to know that somebody can actually hit somebody, because we're unsure.
I just might be bad at the game. You never know.
And it's full on like Skate when you hit them. Like it's like the X-ray. You see the bullet going through the bones and everything like that. So. Yeah, it's unique, right? That's what it is. It's unique. Oh, Blitz is snagging it right now. So there you go. But yeah, Minecraft Dungeons, very fun. It's a simple. It's a dumbed down version of Diablo, right? You're not. There's like min-maxing.
It's not class based. The armor changes your abilities, kind of, and
right.
Yeah,
and so it. I mean, it's a hack and slash. It's just kind of it's a good time. It's a relaxing time. We were laughing. We were, somebody would die. They're too low a level to be in there right now. So they're just trying to stay alive the best they can. And, but I mean, overall, I enjoyed it. I think it comes in at a good price. I think $20 for the type of game.
It got me to double dip. I didn't have to buy it on Xbox, but it got me to double dip by putting it on Switch. So
sure. And I mean, technically I did the same thing because I have the Game Pass, but again, just to be able to play it with the community. Super Nintendad went crazy. Like he was playing that game a lot. Pitt was playing that game a lot, and so it's good. It's good. It's not. I mean, again, you're not going to get the depth of a Diablo from it, but you get that just the hack and the slash, making your way through dungeons. And if you're a fan of Minecraft, which I mean I am, you're gonna love the aesthetic of the game. You're gonna love the look of it. You're gonna love the different creatures. And speaking of Minecraft too, well we'll get into it. I'll make sure to add it to the notes here because I didn't get a chance to play it, but I watched some videos. It's crazy. That's the Pac-Man which I want to talk about, but I want to stick with dungeons for a little bit. What, like, you enjoyed it, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, I played a little bit. I know that a lot of the weekend before, I've watched more of it being played than what I've actually played, just because of different influencers that were given early access to it on like Thursday or Friday before it, or yeah, they had like a whole weekend because it came out on that Tuesday, the 26th or whatever. So they had like a whole weekend ahead to play it, and so I was watching Dr. Lupo and some other streamers that were playing it. So I've watched a lot of it, and it's definitely the different. There, I think there's only like 5 or 6 different like armor sets that come, and then there's different artifact abilities that can kind of synergize with those different kits. So there can be some interesting builds with weapons and the ranged weapon that you have, if it's a crossbow or a different kind of bow, and then the different artifacts that can play along with it. So you can have some really cool, interesting builds, kind of like what you get with Diablo. It doesn't have to be as cut and dry as it is with Diablo, because if you go onto a Reddit thread or something like that later on in a season of Diablo, there's a min-max best way to play a specific class on the armor that you have to have and where to go get it and how to do it. And I think this game makes it a lot more casual and more approachable, and you can have a lot of fun with it, which is it's good to have in a game. You want to have that fun aspect.
Ski Sniper back up to $4.99. So there you go. We missed the boat on the 50-cent game, but yeah, like chat saying, Apple in chat says it's a good middle ground. It's not too simple, but it's not too advanced. You know, and that's, yeah, I was having a good time. Like, I was excited to get a new piece of gear, and it tells you very simply, this is a better piece, this is not, you know. So
even if it's a better piece, sometimes it's not quote unquote better for your build. So you gotta, there are things you'll start to look for. Even if it's a stronger piece of armor, it might only have 1 enchantment versus 2, so that you got to kind of weigh the good and the bad with that and see what you want to keep. But there's always more gear to come with those kind of games. That's the nature of ARPGs.
Yeah, exactly. So and then we've talked at length about Xenoblade, Mario Kart, Minecraft. Is there anything?
We'll give you more on Xenoblade next week. So
yeah.
Do we know if Hate's picking that up at all? It's not really been his kind of thing.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure.
But I'll definitely get more into it this weekend a little bit. So
cool.
I'm excited to talk more about it.
We have a lot of goofy things to talk about in the news this week, so here we go. So it's not on our notes here, but the first thing is Pac-Man is in Minecraft, and it's first person. And I watched John from Game Explain play it for a while, and I don't even know. I don't know what to say about this. It is first person. It's kind of terrifying, and they added creepy as a ghost. So it looks like a ghost, but it's also green, like a creeper from Minecraft. And they explode, apparently, if you get too close to them. And the way they set this up, if you guys haven't seen it yet, is if you're familiar with Pac-Man, the original Pac-Man, you just played on a maze. You eat power pellets. You get the larger, the actual power pellet, I guess, gives you the ability to just eat the regular pellets to try to finish the stage. And so it's the same maps, but it's first person. If you look up on the ceiling, you can see where you are and how to. And he made a good point. He's like, this would be a great. This would have been a great DS game if they had the first person on the bottom screen and the actual or vice
Minecraft
versa.
Minecraft is on DS, isn't it?
The new 3. It's one of the new games. You can only play it on the new systems. So yes and no, I guess you could say.
Minecraft's on everything pretty much.
Right, yeah.
It's the new Skyrim.
Exactly. Yeah, it's played on Alexa. So yeah, it's the 40th anniversary of Pac-Man. People are asking, how do you get Pac-Man? That's a good question. I looked everywhere in the eShop for it and could not find it. You have to put your game in.
It's in because it's in the Minecraft marketplace. You got to buy it with their coins probably.
Right. So yeah, I want to pick it up. I want to try it out. Like, And yeah, we'll give it a go. Maybe on stream tomorrow or something. But I couldn't. The reason I didn't pick it up is my daughter stole my copy of Minecraft, and I was like, where is my copy of Minecraft? So, kids, yeah. Anyway, chat is asking about the Game Gear Micro. Anyone pre-ordering all 3, or you mean all 4? So maybe there's one that everybody's like, well, who would get this one? So yeah, I mean, we had the NES Classic, the small system, the SNES Classic, the Sega Genesis Classic. I just got it on Saturday. I waited till it was on sale. I even have the PlayStation Classic, right?
I have mine's in a box still.
I never opened it. There was nothing I needed to play on it.
Nope.
But the chat, I got the Sega Classic for $50 it was on Amazon. I also got 2 of the 6-button controllers that they were at Target. So these are cool. I mean, 40 games on the Sega. Like, if we were going to rate these things, I would say that Sega probably wins as far as the amount of games and the quality of games that were on there. Even making me wonder a little bit about the licensing. They've got Tetris on the Genesis Mini, and so here comes Game Gear Micro.
Mm-hmm.
I changed the battery in my camera today, and it's about the size of a camera battery. Like, I don't know what's going on here. I'm not really sure. Like,
it's a weird play.
If you've ever had the desire to play a game on the screen the size of a postage stamp, your dreams are about to come true. All right?
So it weighs in at an official 1.15-inch backlit screen. And you can get the big window add-on for extra.
I've always wanted to play games on my Apple Watch,
That's about what size it is, right?
So
in landscape mode.
Yeah, I think the Apple Watch might be bigger.
It might be.
So
I have the big version of the Apple Watch, so
okay.
I think, yeah,
let's play a little bit of a game here. Crawler, when you first saw this, what did you initially think this would come with, and then what did you think the price would be at?
Well, so I saw this on Twitter. I didn't really see the official release or whatever. I saw it being talked about on Twitter. I saw...
Okay, wait. Sega said this is going to be the biggest announcement of the year. We'll, making it sound like it was going to rival the PS5 and as far as, shaking up the industry. Okay,
yeah.
Continue.
So I saw in the initial, press release, I saw 16 games. My assumption was that it was all there on one, but looking just now today when I was putting together show notes, no, there are 4 games preloaded on the system, and they are different based on the color that you get. So they have a red, black, blue, and yellow, and they all come with different games. I think black is probably the one that everyone's going to get because it has Sonic and Puyo Puyo and Outrun. So I mean, those are going to be, and I think there was a 4th one on there. I don't remember what it was. We have a link to The Verge that kind of goes over a lot of the stuff, the article that they put together. But yeah, I saw the pictures of it and I saw the comparisons to Joy-Cons, and it's about the size. It's smaller, I think, than a Joy-Con. You see the picture of a hand in a lot of their promotional material, and it's resting small in the middle of a palm. It doesn't even fill up an adult hand all the way.
How do they fit 6 batteries in this thing?
Well, good you mentioned that, because it runs on only two AA's, which is actually kind of archaic in and of itself, that they're releasing something that needs AA batteries.
It does charge over USB, but it can run on 2 AA's. Apparently, that's what chat is saying right now.
Well, that's confusing. So are the batteries just backup?
Yeah, because this thing's going to be
the lithium in it can't last too long, especially if it's
right
Game Gear.
You know what I'm the most excited about for this thing? I can't wait to see the Satisfy grip that comes out for this, you know, so that my hands don't cramp up while I'm playing these tiny little.
Just put it flat on the table and just hit it a little bit. And...
Yeah, I guess it's not. I mean, it's smaller than a Joy-Con turned sideways. Yeah. Like, what? But wait, yeah. if you I mean, this is for what, the 60th anniversary of Sega. So if you've been with Sega for a long time, maybe your eyesight's not so great, but you want to play these games on a 1-inch screen. Don't worry, they've got your back with the, what's it called?
Big window.
Big window? The big window? It's, oh my.
I think it only makes it like 3 inches. Like it just magnifies it a little bit. It's just a magnet. It's like, yeah. And it's not going to do much.
Hang on. I hope they sell an official fanny pack for this so that I can shove my big window inside my fanny pack, because it's not going to fit in my pocket very well. Okay. And if you're a Sega collector, maybe this is a $200 decoration for you to go on your shelf. But other than that, I don't know. The big window is real. Yes, the big window is real. The chat is like, I need this so bad.
Well, if you need this so bad, good luck, because right now it's only in Japan. We haven't seen anything yet. Well, you saw what? There was a Amazon France or something posting that was taken down.
That was for something else.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So the article I read today said it's so far only announced for Japan. They have yen pricing, which they've converted to USD, and it's around $50 a unit. So they were selling a 4-pack that would give you the big window for free.
But the 4-pack is $250.
The 4-pack is $250. So the big window is $50. So the
big window is still $50, even though they're like, don't worry, it's packed in for free. What? So yeah,
it seems like a weird. The best thing was the quote in the article is like, if the 1.15 inch screen makes the Game Boy Micro's 2-inch screen seem gigantic by comparison.
Yeah. Like I don't know. Maybe everyone in Japan is gonna start buying like 25 square foot apartments, and so they just need all the space they can get, and so Sega's gonna be like, don't worry, you'll have our games to play when you yourself live in a postage stamp. Like, I don't know what I don't know. Like, this comes, remember Sega was like, hey, Sonic games are gonna take longer, so they're better. We're gonna really start putting more thought into stuff. What? Like,
I've never finished a Sonic game. I have them, but they're just out there.
Oh, I've completed Sonic 1 and 2, maybe even 3, but like, Blitz is saying nostalgia is very, very powerful. And I mean, I played the Game Gear. I have a Game Gear. But I don't. You could buy a Switch Lite, and the Sega Classic collection.
Yep. Yeah, get the $35 cart and a Sega on Sega Classics, and get the Lite, and yeah, you're doing better than buying the 4-pack.
Yeah. So this is so bizarre. It's so bizarre. Now, I mean, hey, they are celebrating 60 years, right? So like, I don't want to like be completely negative about it, but it's you buy it for the novelty, and that's really what it is. I mean, look, behind me I have the 20th anniversary of Mario Game Boy Micro, right? It's not comfortable.
You bought that on eBay, right?
Yeah, it was. I bought it around the 30th anniversary of the. But it's still, that's a Game Boy. I could play.
Yeah. It plays Game Boy cartridges.
Yeah.
But does it play Advanced and Classic Game Boy?
That's a great question. I don't remember.
I don't
know if I tried it, honestly. But I mean, that's so awkward. It's awkward putting the Game Boy games into the SP and they stick out the bottom. You're like, So, and Apple in chat saying only Advanced, I think, and I think that was the case with those. But So,
but yeah, the play on all, like, I bought the Sega Classic and the SNES Classic and the NES Classic when they re-released it. I've paid full price for those. I guess I've got them close to release. But the play for those is the Nintendo stuff hasn't gone on sale. Like, and if anything, they've gone up because you got to buy them off price gougers. But the Sega and the PlayStation Mini both have come down in price post-launch. The play is waited out and wait for retailers to get tired of having it clogging up their inventory, and they'll eventually put it on sale. So if you're looking, if it does come stateside, then and you're interested but not diehard about it, the play is to wait, and you might get a deal.
And these could be limited. They could be somewhat limited because they may know, like, this isn't like, this is
It's
for
novel.
for the hardcore collector. You know what I mean? Like, that may be who they're catering to here. Because I mean, that's the other thing is, like, if it was $20, sure, I might grab it and maybe throw it in my pocket or something. But $50, and especially if they're rare, I'm not even gonna open this thing. Like, it's
is it hackable, and can you put all 16 games on one if you buy
the entire Game Gear collection on one?
Yeah.
But again, it's a 1-inch screen, so like, I don't know.
The shelf piece.
It is. So, you know, I'm sure there's some collectors that are like, yeah, I can't wait. I'm importing 4 of them, you know, or 16 of them, whatever. So I don't know. It's very bizarre. Very bizarre. The Labo kits down to $20 at multiple stores. VR starter kit, vehicle kit, and robot kit. That makes me sad.
I'm thinking about pulling the trigger on. I haven't gotten the VR starter kit. I think the biggest reason I was holding out and I was waiting is they never really made it widely available, the full VR kit. Like, they really pushed out the starter kit, and they had a retail version with all of the stuff for VR in it, but I never saw it anywhere. Did you ever see it in any brick and mortar or any listings, really?
I think I don't know, because I think
it was really rare, I feel like, because they have add-ons, but I don't even know if they're selling those readily available. Like, it was the foot fan for, like, whatever one of those VR games had, like, wind blowing in your face,
right?
And so you were supposed to pedal the fan or something like that, and then there were a few other things, but the starter kit for VR is just the blaster and the eyeglass holder, like the holder for it. I think that's all it is.
Yeah, it just says blasters, looks like.
Yeah, and I mean, the biggest thing I'm kind of interested in the VR is just to see some of the other. They've added some free VR stuff that they've added, like, as updates to it, which I'm curious. I think some of them have been interesting. I don't know if I would readily use it, but I'd like to check out Breath of the Wild in VR, and I'd like to look at the spectator mode on Smash. And I think there was a special Mario Odyssey level, right? I think.
Yep. Yeah.
So I mean, for $20, I'm really
Odyssey.
considering putting it down and just building it, and that would be something to have. I've picked up I have all the other VR kits. Or not the VR kits, the Labo kits. I have Robot that is sitting over there unbuilt because I got it at Target for $20, and I got it the vehicle kit, which I haven't made yet. But my son has enjoyed building, me building it, him watching, but like us going through, and I've done everything in the variety kit except for the piano, which was fun to make. It was a good Saturday afternoon that we'd do one of those build projects, and it was fun. Mm-hmm. They're all just sitting over in a bucket right now, so
yeah, they're hard to store. I've got boxes full of cardboard.
They'll sell you a paper box to put your VR stuff,
right,
or to put all your Labo stuff, but you need probably like 5 of those if you're going to build all the Labo kits.
Yeah, exactly. It's crazy. So there you go. If you haven't picked up Labo yet, get a deal. Pokemon DLC. We got up early yesterday. Watched the trailer. we just watched. There was a Japanese tweet. I think it was Pokemon in Japan. Tweeted out. We were up at 6. I was up at 6 a.m. Fired up the stream. We watched it and kind of broke it down, talked about it, and it like you got they showed off some new Pokemon. They showed the Karate Bear, and I think his final form. I don't know his name. I'm sorry, but he's totally Karate.
I love your Pokemon names.
Yeah, he's Karate Bear to me. Like, but his final form was like really cool looking. Like I was like, I'm kind of digging this. I like it. So it's strange to me that the as the Pokemon evolve, some of them start to look like Incineroar. He's so cool. Like he's so cool looking. So I dig that. June 17th. But like, where are you jumping back in?
Nah, I mean, no.
No. Just no.
No.
Not either.
I mean, this is my first time getting back into a Pokemon game in a long time, and I'm glad that I played through it, because the biggest thing for me on Pokemon was, and I kind of had to play through some of the later game with the what beats what chart up on my computer, so I could see it, just because I had played. I'm trying to think how old I was in 1998. I would have been 12. So I was playing Pokemon Red and Yellow back then on my Game Boy. And I knew the 151 Pokemon from watching the show. I'd watch it before school in the morning and that kind of stuff. And then, so I mean, I knew all of the Pokemon that were encompassed in that game. And then subsequent Pokemon iterations that came out, I just didn't have the draw into it, because I wasn't as aware of the Pokemon, and they added new types, and it just became more complex than I wanted to spend the time to learn. And that's when I mean, I would then getting into the age you were when Pokemon first came out in high school. I wasn't as keen to sit there and try to learn all that stuff when there was other things to do in high school. So yeah, I mean, there was also shooters. There was Nintendo 64. There was GoldenEye. There was other stuff to play. But I like the wink there, Josh. Go back and watch the video if you're listening to audio. Right there. That was good. But yeah, I mean, so actually putting the time in on this iteration of Pokemon, I was glad that I even just got through the story. I haven't gone back really since I finished it. I haven't gone back and gotten the legendary Pokemon in the end game, quote unquote. There is more stuff to do. But yeah, and then maybe Nintendo would have gotten me to pull the trigger. I've had a bad taste in my mouth, I guess, since the announcement of the DLC stuff for Pokemon, with the fact that I gave them my money and I went to Target. I wanted the Steelbook and I got the dual pack. But the fact that if I want to experience the full quote unquote game, that I have to buy the DLC pack twice. Like, I get that they're two separate games, but come on, they're one game with different coats of paint on it. So I would have paid a little bit more, and they probably would have made up their money and I guess I'm in the outline, I guess, with having bought the dual pack but not being a hardcore Pokemon fan. I'm just a Nintendo fan, so I wanted the Steelbook, and so I'm not interested in buying the DLC twice, and I'm kind of just content just watching that kind of ship sail away.
Aw. Aw. I don't know. I'm looking for. I'm gonna pick it up on at least for Sword, because I haven't even touched Shield.
I even forget which version I played more of. I did play one version that I beat, and I started the other one, but I don't remember even which one I was playing.
Yeah. So I'm gonna pick up the DLC for Sword, and we'll finish it up. I'll play through it. Yeah. I still want to learn how to play PvP in that. Like, somebody came into the chat the other day and they're like, I can't even remember what they said, but it was like, I just swept. They're right. Like, I just swept a team of whatever. I was like, oh, that sounds kind of fun. I did do the raid not too long ago and got one of those, like, Gigantormax Pikachus or something like that. I don't even know. I'm not even sure. But so, yeah. But I know there's like, I did a video on this too. Like every week there's special Pokemon they're just giving away. Oh, and if you put your starters in Pokemon Home, you get the hidden ability versions of those Pokemon now. So, hang on. Is one called Scrabble? Is that Grookey is one of them, and Score Bunny. Did I get all of them? Sobble. That's it. Oh, you don't have to tweet at me, guys. I did it. I guessed them. They're not in front of me. They're not. I didn't Google that. So there you go. But yeah, if you have Google Home, or not Google Home, Pokemon Home, so many things. So, yeah, but even chat says we paid for the game. I feel like this should have been with the main game at the original release. I mean, I personally, I didn't feel like I was ripped off. I felt like it was worth the $60 playing through, like, yeah. And I scratched the surface with how much I could have played that game. People have played hours and hours and hours. So,
and aren't they? I'm not 100% sure, but aren't they making the Pokemon accessible even if you don't buy the DLC? I think so. They might, like, you can have. I don't know if you can necessarily go and catch them, but somebody can trade them to you, I think.
Yeah, something along those
lines.
Like
that.
Because otherwise your PvP
we're not your resident experts on on Pokemon.
No. Maybe one day, but probably not. Animal Crossing June update. Okay? One of the strangest things, if this wasn't Nintendo, happened. They gave us the ability to sell and or ship items via Wilbur from Harv's Island, where you can't pick up, explore, buy anything. Did somebody hit the wrong switch? That's what I want to know.
Just when you were reading that, I think if you didn't have headphones on, Steam was going to come at you. You were gritting your teeth saying all that.
Look, I defend the big N all the time, right? All the time. But I recently went to Scorpion Island. If I had the ability
just to keep
on Scorpion Island, not ship them, you can sell them right there.
Oh, that would be awesome.
That's what all the articles that came out initially were like, yeah, you could. And then we all went to a mystery island and they were like, what, you want tools? I'm like, no, I want to sell. And then I go and take wedding pictures and he's like, hey, what do you want to sell me or ship back? I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, why would I want to do any of that? I can't. So I have thoughts. Okay. Maybe they're teasing something here. And we're going to go into this in detail in the Animal Crossing podcast, but I'm wondering if we're not going to be able to explore Harv's Island, and if possibly, because look, most people are like, hey, my island's done, sweet, and then they're going to be like, hey, guess what? Brewster's on his way. I'll be like, what? Where's Brewster going to go? What do you mean?
Kix, you already made a Brewster's.
Yeah, what do you mean Kix is getting his own shop? Where's that going to go?
I was going to say, I've been spending almost the times I do boot up the game, I don't boot it up as much anymore. But whenever Kix is there, at least at the beginning, I was spending all my money. Like I was buying everything, kind of like when Mabel came.
Right.
I would buy. You had to spend X number of dollars with her so she would build the shop. I was like, all right, I'll go spend money on Kix and maybe he'll build a shop. Nope, it hasn't happened yet. So it's like, I've only seen Red once. I haven't logged in enough maybe to see when he shows up. But Red just doesn't come back. I don't know. I got one piece of art in my museum and that's it.
So, I mean, this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking there's going to be something to his island because right now it's fenced off. And so those fences could get moved and then we could go explore. they could put more shops, more reasons to be there, which is kind of what I thought would happen initially, that we would end up getting a city island versus like just having everything be on our island. But what a weird thing. Like, this was an awesome quality of life thing. When I heard this, I was like, this is great. This is great. People are going to be able to make so much cash going to a mystery island. And if there's scorpions, you don't make as much selling the scorpions through that box. You get like 4,000 a piece or something like that, or 6,000, or I don't remember. But
you still travel home with max scorpions, and you sell what you like until you get tired of doing it.
Yeah, you're still talking about. You could. It's like. I know what I'm doing tonight. You know what I mean? Like, let's pour a drink and catch scorpions all night. I posted a video of a scorpion island recently. Like, those little things are nightmare fuel. Like, one chased me all over the place. I was like, I got you. As soon as I snagged him, the other one was like, you're dead. Like, he just walks up and
I've had one show up on my home island. I haven't been out a whole lot late on my home island, but I tried to catch it and I didn't have headphones on, so I wasn't listening, and it stung me. But that's been the one time I've seen a scorpion. That's it. But I haven't gone hunting.
I had seen them a few times, but the way I had to approach them, I couldn't tell when they jumped because it was like at an angle and there was something in the way, so they kept biting me. But I finally snagged them on this.
Are they after, what is it, 7 or 8 p.m. or whatever, like tarantulas?
Yeah, I think they're just tarantulas with a different different skin. So. Oh, Dax says typical Nintendo disappointment. Oh, wah, wah, wah. Like, yeah, but yeah, this was so strange because I've left stuff on those beaches before. I've like, man, I don't have enough room in my pockets. I have too much stone or too many nuggets, whatever. Like, this would be, especially like early on in the game, if you're like, man, I need more trees, and you could go up to one of those islands. Clear them out, harvest all the trees, send everything back that you didn't have room for in your pockets, and then pick up all the trees or bamboo, whatever. Yeah, I'm so baffled by it. I mean, I really think somebody hit the wrong, somebody had to hit the wrong switch. Is the only thing I could think of. There's other stuff too. Okay, we can you can go to Harv's, you can take photos of Reese and Cyrus. Again, I'm gonna get the tinfoil hat out here and say, look, Reese and Cyrus are showing up. Their amiibos scan in. They're gonna be next. We're gonna hear, hey, guess who has a shop and can maybe build or customize something, or maybe they have their own. Dax is saying, please let Cyrus expand our DIY skills or something, right? Maybe they are a DIY shop. Maybe we could go trade in all those extras that we get. No, that's not going to be a thing. That's not going to be a thing, but that'd be nice. I can't imagine that this is the extent that we're going to see them. I feel like this is how we saw Mabel at first, and then she got a shop. This is how we're going to see these guys at first, and then they're going to have a shop. If they just come back once a year to take pictures of their anniversaries. Reese even says like, oh, my Sai can make you this or make you that. Like, I just feel like there's so many things hinting at them being in the game to a larger extent than just these wedding photos, which are hilarious, by the way. Like, every time I go in, I'm like, I throw one thing down, I get my camera out, I hit the minus button, so I go poof and disappear, and then I take the picture. And then she's like, this could be better if you added more stuff. And I'm like, just pay me the crystals. I don't even know what these do. Just give them to me. All right. So my favorite picture, I actually took a picture of her hanging in the air, but she didn't want to see that one. Like, because you can move them, just by grabbing the characters. Have you even been to Harv's Island?
No, I've never even actually been to Harv's Island before the wedding stuff. So I need to go.
You do. Yeah, you do. You're missing out on a lot of fun. A lot of fun. So
okay. We'll have to do that.
Yeah, do that. How much time do we even have left? Oh, we're right at 1 hour.
We'll say. Do we want to do our talking point, or do we want to save it?
No, we could just save it. We could save it, but we
talk a lot.
It's a juicy one, so we're getting tinfoil hats out for it too. And plus, it'll be fun to talk about it with Eric, because he's a fan of the topic. That's all I'm gonna say. Stay tuned. Be here next week, the same bat time, same bat channel, for this juicy talking point. Let's wrap this thing up. Crawler, where can people find you?
Deafening myself in the Discord during Mario Kart streams. But yeah, that's the best spot. n64josh.com/discord. Come hang out, talk. I think Cryptic was talking in the game club channel that they're gonna be putting up something by Friday, I think, to vote on through the weekend for that. So if you're looking to play one of the SNES classic games, come hang out in there. But also, like we said, we're welcoming of all. So come hang out, come play games, come race Mario Kart, play dungeons, all sorts of stuff. But yeah, Discord.
There you go. He's gonna start streaming one day.
One day.
Yeah.
A stream. I even screen shared you my Streamlabs. It's there. I just gotta pull the trigger. Yeah. Other people were criticizing me, saying just stream Tarkov or do something. Get the stream going. So we'll see. I'm bad at Tarkov, so we'll see.
Yeah, I think Britt called you out. She was like, hey, I'm streaming more.
I've streamed more. I hit her with some knowledge. I was like, I already got affiliate. Don't worry.
So funny. Guys, you can follow me everywhere at N64Josh. Remember, go check out my new music, Stream Vibes. It's on Spotify. It's on Google Play, wherever you listen to your music. If you need music to throw in the back of your stream, I know there's only 8 songs right now, but it's the playlist. I can tell you what right now, n64josh.com/streamvibes is going to be the playlist on Spotify that you can throw on your channel and just let it roll in the background. It's just chill beats, lo-fi stuff. You can hear the crackle of the record player, things like that. So I'm having a ton of fun making it. I'm making it live on Twitch if you guys ever want to come see some of the songs. And I've even had some of the people in chat help me. They're like, hey, do this. The last song I did, we added some different layers through the chat, being like, hey, add this high part right here or something. So it's been fun. Twitch has been popping. You guys are amazing. If you haven't caught a live stream, come hang out. If you sub, I sing to you. That's what happens. If you stay in chat long enough, you can request songs. I sang about a duck and grapes today. I sang a duck song that had to do with a duck wanting grapes at a lemonade stand. So
you can make the cup go splish splash. Yeah,
if you tip bits, I sing a special song for that. So you never know what's gonna happen. We're just about having a good time, hanging out, being a family. So love you guys. Thanks for listening. We'll see you in the next one. Bye now.